So have you ever wondered what your life would be like if you had just followed your head instead of your heart? I almost didn't manifest my heart's desire, but in that one instance in my life, I chose to listen to my heart. That monkey mind, the mind that tells you to follow a certain path that's logical, and that voice that you think is the voice of reason, that sometimes is actually working towards protecting you in a way that may end up having you feel like you need to be in a fight or flight mode. But in that one instance in my life, I was able to quiet that noise and listen to my heart. And I invite you to come with me as I share my whimsical journey that unfolded when I trusted my intuition and took a chance on love, not only in my personal life, but in my professional life. Namaste, beautiful souls. I'm Shilpa, and you're tuned into the Omni Mindfulness podcast, a sanctuary for spiritual entrepreneurs. As a holistic mindfulness coach and social marketing strategist, I'm here to guide you on a transformative journey. On this show, we explore captivating stories and provide practical tools that deepen your connection with your authentic self. Through the personal and professional narratives of remarkable individuals, we expand our consciousness and ignite the spark of possibility. Each season, I curate content that empowers you to create a holistic lifestyle encompassing spirituality, mindfulness, energy awareness, and mindset. Join me as we engage in conversations with experts in their respective fields and share solo casts from yours truly, all aimed at supporting you and relaxing, revitalizing, resetting your body, mind, and spirit. I'm your host and the visionary behind Omni Mindfulness. So what if just one story had the power to shift the trajectory of your life? What if you could become an instrument in helping others realize their true selves? And what if your soul's higher purpose lies in experiencing the joy of Omni Mindfulness? Remember, it's never too late to rewrite your story. Hey there, beautiful souls. It's Shilpa, back at the mic as promised. I'm continuing my solo cast journey this month, and I'm excited to delve into the theme of crafting your heart-centered life. So have you ever wondered what your life would be like if you had just followed your head instead of your heart? I almost didn't manifest my heart's desire, but in that one instance in my life, I chose to listen to my heart. That monkey mind, the mind that tells you to follow a certain path that's logical, and that voice that you think is the voice of reason, that sometimes is actually working towards protecting you in a way that may end up having you feel like you need to be in a fight or flight mode. But in that one instance in my life, I was able to quiet that noise and listen to my heart. And I invite you to come with me as I share my whimsical journey that unfolded when I trusted my intuition and took a chance on love, not only in my personal life, but in my professional life. As a self-proclaimed skeptic on online dating, I had found myself reluctantly navigating the digital landscape in search of love. Little did I know that a single click would lead me down a path filled with unexpected twists and turns. Our initial conversation was delightful. It was a blend of laughter and shared dreams, each call leaving me more eager than the last. Even as I embarked on a 2-week business trip to the East Coast, my thoughts were consumed by the anticipation of our nightly phone calls. It was during one of those conversations when it was almost time for me to return home that my then friend on the phone, not quite even boyfriend, extended an invitation for Valentine's Day upon my return. The timing was both thrilling and nerve-wracking for both of us, and as I contemplated the prospect of our first date on the most romantic day of the year, I was filled with somewhat fear and a great deal of vulnerability. As life would have it, an unexpected flight delayed and threatened to delay our plans. Our almost derailed plans required some quick adjustment, but my determination prevailed as I pleaded with the airline to book me on the very next available flight on that very same day. As the clock struck 10 p.m., I found myself standing at the San Diego airport terminal, my heart pounding with anticipation. Hey there, sweet souls. If you're finding value in this episode, I'd be so honored if you could take a moment to share it with that one person you know it would truly serve. And here's some exciting news. My podcast, Omni Mindfulness, was recently ranked in the top 10% globally by Listen Score. It's all thanks to your amazing support and listenership. So let's spread the love and wisdom together. Thank you for being a part of my mindfulness community. Sending you lots of love and light. This is Shilpa. And there he was, waiting for me with a single red rose in hand, a silent testament to the beginning of our love story. In that moment, I knew that my heart had found its home. In the years that followed, Valentine's Day has continued to hold a special significance for us. A year after meeting, on this very same day, Rich would propose to me, marking the next chapter of our journey together. A year later, we would get married, and yet another year later, on Valentine's weekend, we received the joyous news that we were expecting our son, Omni Valentino Lewis. Just as listening to my heart led me to an unexpected love and happiness in my personal life, it also guided me in launching Omni Mindfulness, my coaching and podcast. That too required the same qualities of opening my heart to vulnerability, trusting, having courage. Trusting my heart and intuition has been the transformative journey, reminding me of the power of following our inner guidance and embracing life's beautiful surprises. So now let's dive into some insights I've gained through this transformative experience of crafting my heart-centered story, both personally and professionally. I think there are some signs when you know that you're crafting your heart-centered story. The first is you're willing to step into vulnerability and trust your higher self. Living from the heart means embracing vulnerability and trusting our inner guidance. When we're willing to listen to this whisper of our soul and follow its guidance, we open ourselves to the endless possibilities and opportunities for growth. The second sign that you're truly crafting your heart-centered story is you feel courage. Now, many cultures describe the heart as the center of our being. From this courage, you're willing to take action on what your heart tells you. It's about having the courage to follow your dreams, even in the face of uncertainty, knowing that your heart will always lead you in the right direction. And the third sign that you are living your heart-centered life is that you feel open to the state of flow. In Sanskrit, prana is the energy used to describe flow or life force. The flow for me was love. To tune into flow is to be aligned with your superconsciousness, where the cues are subtle. If you tune into those subtle cues, flow takes you where you are meant to be. In essence, living a heart-centered life is about trusting ourselves, embracing vulnerability, and allowing the flow to guide our life. And it's about recognizing that our heart holds the key to our true purpose and fulfillment. So there you have it, folks, a bit of my heart-centered journey, and hopefully with a touch of inspiration. As always, I love to hear your thoughts. Please reach out, share your insights, and let's keep this conversation going. Until next time, stay true to your beautiful heart. This is Shilpa signing off. Thanks for tuning in, sweet soul. If you've enjoyed this episode, I would be so grateful for your kind review on Apple Podcast. Simply click on the link in the show notes to leave your lovely feedback and uplift our spirits. Your support means the world to me and helps our show thrive. So please show me your love and continue to practice Omni Mindfulness.